We live, y'all? Good to go? Yes. How y'all doing out there, yo? It's Emo's the Witness, and I'm back for another episode of The Phil Show. The fuck I look like. That's right, we live downtown at 120 East Market Street. Every, I guess we do Mondays and Saturdays now. This will be a Freestyle Saturday. Now, you guys know, typically we do a Freestyle Friday. We jump into all kinds of various topics and various news. But hey, you know, this is a relaunch of the show. We're trying very different aspects, different things. And I'm glad you're with me here today. So welcome aboard. Let's get into it, my man Malik. Like I said, we're downtown at 120 East Market Street. Let's get into the background music. Let's get into the news. You know, it's been about a week since I've been kind of introducing myself to you guys. Like I said, I'm Emo's the Witness. This is the Phil Show, saying what the fuck I look like, where we dive into the politics and the current issues and topics of the day. We try to dive into these politicians and these so-called media moguls and these sports icons who want to influence us, who want to put their stamp on the world and tell us how to live our lives. I mean, it's time, and it's fine. But we want to push back. We want to push back on what's being told to us and make sure that that our issues are being addressed, right? Because, you know, we've seen so many different ways of being duped over the past few years. Over the past 5 years, me, myself, and I'm sick of it. You know, I'm tired of, you know, in particular politics, in particular the 2020 election, the 2016 election, and all the nonsense and investigations and dubious claims and articles and interference that went on over the past few elections. I really think it's a danger to our society, what we've been witnessing, what we continue to witness. And as Emo's the Witness, I said, let's create a show. Let's develop a pattern where we all become witnesses together, where we dive into various topics and issues of the day, and we hold people accountable. Most importantly, our elected leaders, local, nationally, and worldly. You know, and also, you know, let's make this fun. You know, let's make this a fun show because, you know, typically after, you know, in particular after Trump left office, it's been pretty boring, isn't it? Isn't politics boring? I mean, maybe it's indicative of our leader. You know, you look at Joe Biden; he looks pretty stale, looks pretty frail, looks like a one-way stop sign. You know, that black suit, he just looks very pale and like, hey, everything is just laid back and cool and everything just geriatric. Everything's a stroll. Everything's just a walk in the park, it seems, it appears. But that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to bring it to you live, you know, the facts as I see it, you know. What makes a black man change his perspective, his views on politics, or even how many times have you seen a 42-year-old black man come out here and talk to you about politics in general? You know, to dive into the war play, to dive into the chess play of Democrats and Republicans. See what they're going to, decipher what their moves are and what the maneuvers are and what they're really trying to do on your behalf or not. Who's on it? What side are they on? What team are they on? So that's the why. Emo's the Witness, y'all, coming to you live on Fridays, really. This will be a Freestyle Friday. But, you know, like I said, this will be a relaunch. How the fuck does someone come out with a relaunch of a show and he starts off worse than the relaunch itself? You know, I used to come in here late. Show supposed to start like 10 o'clock. You know, I won't start till like 10:30. You know. Damn, the show supposed to start on Friday. My ass didn't start till Saturday? That's a whole day late. You can't walk in class a whole day late. Motherfuckers is on Wednesday, you thinking you on Tuesday? That's why motherfuckers go to detention. That's why motherfuckers go to the principal's office. Those are real reasons. I don't know put that way. But anyway, Emo's the Witness, y'all. Hit that like, subscribe button. Let me get more details. Shit, I mean, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit, all that good social stuff. Website's coming soon. I promise you that. I know I make a lot of excuses when it comes to that, you know. But honestly, man, you know, I get it from my wife. You know, believe, man, check this shit out. You know, my daughter just started summer camp.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just like school, you know. Before you go to school, before you take her to school, you got to fill out this little app. Let her know, hey, is she gonna eat lunch with us, or is she bringing her own lunch? Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I take her to school in the morning, and I walk up there, and the guy said, you guys didn't fill out the app. Let us know if she wants lunch or not here at school. I said, oh, you know, my wife usually fills that out. I'm sure she either did it or I can check into that. He goes, you know, you're fine, sir. You know, I see she bought her lunch, so she's good to go. So, you know, then I get in the car, like my wife calls me, like she's way late. I already dropped her off. We already, you know, solved the issue. She goes, yeah, I forgot to fill out the app to let them know about lunch. I was making a sandwich and forgot. And, you know, I'm like, okay, no, it's gonna worry about it. But I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, how the fuck make a sandwich make you forget some shit? Like, something that's simple. Like I understand, like I got into a car accident, my fucking tire blew, and I fucking skid off the road. I totally forgot all about that app shit, baby. You know what I'm saying? But damn, like a sandwich spread in peanut butter. I'm just concerned about my wife and her intellect. I'm sorry. It makes me want to think. Would you think about like a sibling or like a significant other a little differently with something like simple like that would throw her off, Malik?
I'm almost the same way where if I'm doing something and I got my mind on one thing and somebody brings something else up, like they ask me to do something, I'll get like distracted. But speaking of,
Easily.
Is this summer camp? Is this at her school or is this like in the middle of the woods or something?
No, this is at a school. This is at a school. It's called summer camp. It's like school during the summer.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, if it was a summer camp, how would you feel about her going to a summer camp that's like in the woods and there was dudes there?
Man, well, she's this day and age. No,
I'm saying if she was like old enough.
If she was old enough, man. Well, that's a good question.
I
almost want you to answer it first because, like I told you, man, I told you other shit. I let my 6-year-old go to a motherfucking gas station in the hood about 4 in the afternoon just for practice, a social practice. So like, you got to think about yourself when you was in middle school, when you was in high school. It's almost like a rite of passage. It's almost like a coming of age tale. I went to camp. You know what I'm saying? I went to camp and some Boy Scout shit, making riding in log cabins and all that shit. I think I would for the experience. I'm not even really worried about the kids. I'm just worried about the camp counselors. You see what I'm saying? Honestly,
I didn't think of it like that.
Honestly, like when she went to school at XYZ school, I'm not gonna say the school last year because I don't want them. I don't want them to think that I'm calling them this, but they're not. I used to watch the guys. Like the teachers look cool, but I'm like, okay, where the guy teachers at? Let me see that FBI profile. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you, brother, all year. You know what I'm saying? There's no alone time with my kid. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I would if I had to really, cause all the benefits that it brings, and I would definitely look into the program very thoroughly. But I guess would you?
I don't have a daughter, so I can't speak from that perspective. But I'm just thinking if I was a young kid, I just how dudes are. Like if
man.
You see a girl and you might get get your first kiss out there.
I'm telling you, that's the reason why I molded my career and my future to where I can take my daughter to school every day. No, man, that bus ride is crazy. I used to be a bus ringleader, man. I was a terrorist dude on the bus. I was a bully, man. I'm telling you, I was an original bully. I'm telling you, I could not survive in this day of bullyism. Anti-bullyism in this world today. If I was a kid in middle school trying to be a bully, I would be in prison. The shit I was doing back in the day. And it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everybody. It's a Father's Day weekend. This is a combination of all kind of shit. This is Juneteenth celebration. Everybody's kind of off hanging out. Nice day outside. And it's Father's Day too, man. This is the weekend only. Fellas, I mean, if you're bad, you can tell your wife to shut the fuck up. You can tell them shut the fuck up. You can tell your girlfriend to make me a steak. You can go out and leave and come back for like maybe a couple of days. You ain't got to check in. You can do a lot of good. You can go away with a lot of shit, fellas this weekend. Again, I'm Emos the Witness. This is the Phil Show, saying what the fuck I look like. Hit that like, subscribe button. You catch me every Monday, live on Fridays. I know it's Saturday. I know, I'm working on it. There's a Freestyle Friday. We're going to call it Freestyle Friday, even though it's Saturday, y'all. Website's coming soon. Okay? I mean that. I truly do. But yeah, it's Father's Day, so you can get away with a lot of shit, y'all. Y'all can do it. I know you can. You can slash shit. You can do shit in reverse. You can slash your girl's tires. You can slash 4 motherfucking sets right now in front of her. You can break a car window. You can spray paint her shit. It all clear. It all clears on Monday. It all goes like wiped clean.
Okay,
dead clean.
Speaking of Father's Day, what's the best thing your daughter has got you so far for Father's Day?
Nothing, man. Look, my wife, dude. We didn't get into it, but we had a little clever discussion this morning. Candid. She's been planning my father-in-law's gift for like the last 2 weeks. Like she got him a gift card to get flying lessons up at the airport.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, very thoughtful, huh? Some very thoughtful shit. When you agree. Yeah. Like, damn, that's what I thought. I didn't think about it. At first, oh, that's a beautiful gift, baby. That's a wonderful idea. And then like a week goes by, I'm like, damn, she thought about that shit for like a while. What's my thought? What you think about me? So I think I asked her like, so what you trying to do this weekend? You trying to do anything? So, oh yeah, I thought you want to go out to eat or something. Like, yeah. So I got to pick the shit. You didn't think about it. They just try to reverse it. Say, oh yeah, we golf. I want to get you a golfing gift card. We go golfing together. Like you didn't think about that shit until 2 minutes ago.
I said your daughter though. She got.
Oh yeah. I know your daughter. She gonna give me a card with some crayons on it. You know, she's only 6, so she's gonna draw some shit up. Probably, yeah. You know, I'm thankful, really. I'm thankful to be a dad. I mean, you know, I'm telling you, man, dads are really afterthoughts on everything, man. Like, I tell you guys, I mean, I know you, Malik, you and Wyatt don't really want to, really care about having kids and all that stuff, like the new young generation. Don't sweat it, man. Dads are irrelevant. I'm telling you, dude, like, the moment your kid gets like about 5 or 6, man, everybody starts ignoring you. You really do, man. You start falling into the background, man. Don't sweat it, man. You can be a dad and really be like, still live your life if you frame it right. You may be kind of a slave, That's shout to Juneteenth, by the way. You might be a slave to the family, like take the trash out, do all this, and you may be like a worker, but they won't fuck with you, man. They won't fuck with you. So I realized, man, Father's Day, man. That's that one day you can really kind of like get some attention, but you ain't really. You gonna get like a dry ass tie, they take out to eat, and that's it, man. They doing it because they gotta do it. They doing it because they have to do it. Mother's Day is a different thing. Mother's Day is a fucking celebration of the ages. You feel like it should last like a month. But yeah, what am I at, man? Emo's to win this, y'all. Hit that like, subscribe button. You believe it or not, this is a political show. You believe it or not, this is a political / current event news show. And I've been talking shit about Father's Day for the last 20 minutes. But, that's what it's all about, yo. It's a live show. We just kind of get into it, talk about any and everything under the sun. And like I said, this show is going to have different aspects, different new dynamics to it. Like I said, this website is really going to bring that out. And one other person I'm going to bring out to you guys is a gentleman by the name of Larry Sugar. This gentleman, that's his stage name. And like I said, I'm still trying to struggle with if I'm called motherfucking Sugar on the air or not. But this is my buddy I grew up with him a long time. We have a great rapport all together. We talk a lot of shit together. And we're very knowledgeable on various topics, including sports. And I want to bring that aspect to you from the show where he comes on here and we debate various topics and we definitely have divergent and different ideas, different thoughts on things. But we've been knowing each other forever, since we were in kindergarten. But you want to keep hearing my voice for a whole hour. So it's, bring some guests, some new topics and some new flair to the show. Let's see how we go from there. Now we're going to have a very big special coming out on July 4th evening. Like I said, when America's opening up, and shit, I guess we're going to be in the fireworks downtown again. So that's going to be nice. We're going to be able to see a lot of people come back downtown and kind of revive and bring this downtown venues back open to life. Right now, it's kind of dead downtown in Indianapolis. We got to bring it to life. We got to bring that spark back. And I think this is one good start here on July 4th. And also this rev up from Juneteenth. Been pretty festive so far out here. We were talking before the show. We were like, "What the hell?" I'm sorry, I shouldn't say what the hell, but let's just be factual. What the fuck? What is Juneteenth? A lot of people don't know. I know because I'm old enough to know. I know some. But let's go look at the history. Look at the background of what's going on. Why is it in the slavery, which is what Juneteenth means? Why is it in the slavery called Juneteenth? Formerly enslaved people of Galveston, Texas, celebrated after the announcement of ending the slavery on June 19th, 1866. 1 year after the announcement, freedmen in Texas organized the first of what became the annual celebration of Jubilee Day. By the 1890s, Jubilee Day became known as Juneteenth. So that's how we got the term Juneteenth. A lot of people don't know was known as Jubilee Day. Started in 1866, and it commemorated the end of slavery. And so now recently Joe Biden made it a federal holiday where in the past there were several states that celebrated it. Now it's a federal holiday. And now we have this past Friday off. So it's been a great weekend. Like I said, America's opening up. We're opening up in our social values and our social compassion, right? The way we kind of heal the ways of our past. And that's what it's really all about. Like I'm trying to tell you, man, like I really try to stay away from hot button issues such as racism and slavery, things like that. Because I really think that it's used as a tool more than anything to spur votes, to sway an election, to sway a mass group of voters by appealing to their heartstrings emotionally on topics that are really important to them, but not as important to the elector. You know, they play you a lot, and I don't want to feed into that. Politics is a dirty game. It's a chess game, and I'm all about if you're going to solve some real impactful issues, you're going to really try to solve these issues that relate to me and my people. I need to know that you're genuine, and that you're good natured, and that you really mean it. And that's the reason for this show, y'all. That's one aspect, and that's in holding our politicians accountable. Our leaders, are they truly, genuinely behind us? You know, and I really, my hats off to Joe Biden for pushing this legislation through and getting this law passed. But I know, of course, there's more needs to be done. Me and myself personally, I'm not for symbolism. I'm for action. I'm for that meat and potatoes. I'm for that real solution. And what is it? It's really hard to put a finger on it, and that's something that we always keep battling each and every time, over and over again. But just watch out. My only warning on these things is just watch out during election season. Damn, because I'm sorry. So yeah, watch out for election season, because that's when they like to pull on your heartstrings and play with those kind of emotional buttons when it comes to these issues. So yeah, enjoy your day. Enjoy this day. America's definitely opening up, and like I said, we're opening up, and at the same time, are we opening up? Or can we open it up? And I'm relating to this damn pandemic. I'm relating to these damn vaccines. Like, what's going on? It's like we're still in that middle influx, that gray area, that area where it's like, do we get out or do we open up or don't we? Do we do this or do we do that? There's so much gray. Most of the witness, that like and subscribe button. Catch me live, on Fridays, about 4 to 5 p.m. And we have pre-recorded shows we do on Monday that pretty much posted on Wednesday. But we have like a lot of internal clips and video clips that you'll be seeing as well, snapshots leading up to that show. Just trying to bring you vital information as we go throughout the week, trying to recap the week as a whole, and then kind of give you like a big old smorgasbord of topics on that Friday leading up to the weekend. Is the goal and the aim. And like I said, the goal and the aim is us to be informed, to all become witnesses together, to be able to vote and be able to be objective in our viewpoints, understand what's going on in our society when we go to that election booth. I haven't really done any topics yet, but I'm gonna dig into this vaccine real quick because what's going on now is, like I said, we're opening up, but then we hear on the one hand like this is deadly SARS COVID variant coming through that's deadlier than ever. Then we see the AstraZeneca. Here's an article. Malik can put this article with AstraZeneca. I was reading earlier today. AstraZeneca issues a warning or update saying that Pfizer and Moderna are preferred for a second shot. And U.S. travel problems may arise as a result of this. So now AstraZeneca, to get a booster shot, after you got a single dose of AstraZeneca, you can also now have the option of switching up and mixing it up a little bit. You can actually make a cocktail. You can actually, your second dose can be mRNA vaccine, the Pfizer biotech vaccine, or the Moderna vaccine. Now, my personal belief is the Moderna vaccine is the main dude. If I have to get a vaccine up, it'll be Moderna. But like me, I'm not trying to take it. I'm trying to avoid it as much as possible. Like I said, but America's opening up, but you can get all this confusion. You see what I'm saying? Just kind of off the top, the National Advisory, this is per Yahoo News, the National Advisory Committee of Immunization is now recommending that individuals who receive a single dose of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine will be given an mRNA vaccine, a Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, or Moderna vaccine for their second dose. Quote, an mRNA vaccine is now preferred as a second dose for individuals who received the first dose of the AstraZeneca COVID Shield vaccine, based on emerging evidence of a potential better immune response for this mixed vaccine, scheduled to mitigate the potential risk of VITT, which means vaccine-induced immune thrombotic thrombocytopenia, VITT, motherfuckers, associated with viral vector vaccines. Despite this guidance, the committee is also signaling that Canadians who have fully been vaccinated with the AstraZeneca should rest assured that the vaccine provides good protection, you guys, against infection, and very good protection against severe diseases and hospitalization. So that's, look, I'm just trying to stay away from this shit as much as possible, because it's like once you get into that web, like I'm scared to even drive past a hospital. You motherfuckers are risk. You guys are taking risks by. This is my opinion. You're taking risks going to the hospital, man. Like I feel like if I go in that bitch, I won't come out, or like I'm locked into this web of COVID, from the rest of my life. It's like I'm stuck in this. I'm reading news where it's just double talk, and these doctors are saying like, look at these Twitter quotes, like people saying like, if you go down a little bit more, Malik, there's some people just kind of wondering like. This is for Dr. Kelly Grindraud. She goes, one of the things I remember the most from this pandemic is how many times the NACI made a huge announcement publicly, scared and angered the public, and left the pharmacists and family doctors who actually give vaccines up to pick up the pieces. And that's what it is. Like these announcements come out, and we as American people are stuck with these decisions. Like, do I need to get a vaccine to travel? Now, according to this article, if you scroll down some more. And this is what caught my eye at this the most because this is what the story continues. It's just that you keep on going down some more. Yeah. Go back a little bit more. Right there. Yeah. So yeah, Canadians with AstraZeneca vaccine faces issues traveling to the United States. This announcement comes as the COVID-19 protocol in the United States dictates that individuals will not be able to attend Springsteen on Broadway if vaccinated with a vaccine not authorized by the FDA, which includes AstraZeneca. So, we just jumped a step because my first step is like, damn, do we need a vaccine in order to do shit? And that's what it seems like it's going to. It's like they're trying to coax you, put you in a corner where you're forced to get a vaccine. Like I said, I'm going to Jamaica supposedly next month. Okay? And yeah, we got into this earlier before the show. Peep this, America. Now we're gonna see how healthy we are as a government, how healthy our facilities and our structure, infrastructure, and our structure is. I'm trying to see if the U.S. Postal Service is gonna be reliable enough to process my motherfucking passport before July 26th and mail it to me before July 26th. I have a vacation I'm trying to go on. I planned it for months. I pay a lot of money. I'm gonna give you a little background drop. What happened? I mailed the shit. I feel like I did my due diligence. I think I could walk into the post office and say, look. I didn't do shit wrong. Tell me what I did wrong. It's on you to fix this. I mailed my passport application on May 11th. It is June 19th, Juneteenth. Last week I checked my tracking number. This bitch says May 18th, in transit, arriving late. It's been saying that same line for the last 2 weeks. I'm like, come on, man, are you serious? My wife and my daughter got their passports clean as a whistle. Process, website updates, tracking information, text messages, alerts, everything. It's in the mail fresh. Okay, me, I could be a little bit conspiracy theorist, dude. Fuck it, my name is Ransom. I'm black. I'm a male. Fuck you doing trying to get a passport? That's how I think sometimes. Why is my shit held up? My wife and my daughter, this shit ain't getting held up. We process the shit on the same day, same post office. Family of three. Are they fucking with me? Is it because I'm emos to win this? Is it because I'm talking shit about the world? See, I had those kind of thoughts in my mind. That's why if you guys were early inhabitants of this show, you guys saw I had a mask on to protect the innocent, so my shit don't get fucked up. So I'm not like Will Smith in that. What's that one movie where the motherfucker's looking over where he was being watched and followed everywhere he went? It was an old movie. Minority Report? No, that was Tom Cruise. But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna see if the post office is game. If they're gonna actually be able to open. Are we really opening up, or is some people still sitting on their asses? They're saying that the U.S. Postal Service in Philadelphia is behind months on mail. Look, I called the passport place. Okay, check this out. This will make things worse, Malik. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I called the passport place. I'm like, look, man, I'm showing that you guys didn't get my passport. I want to see maybe you guys do have it in your possession. Because I mailed it like fucking last month. And he's all like, this guy says, we just today changed the rules. He's like, we just today changed our rules and our procedures. Expedited passports would now take 10 weeks to process. I'm like, damn, dude, are you being serious? Like, you just now, you're telling me that like today. And I mailed my shit months ago. So it's a battle of time right now. I'll keep you posted. I got like 5 weeks left, maybe 6 weeks, maybe, to get my passport to go on this trip. And I don't know, Malik, would you like I said, would you let your family go on a trip without you?
It depends on who's really funding it. Like if we were going half and half, and then she might be like, well, I'm not about to.
Yeah, see. Like, would
but
you,
if you were paying for the whole thing, hell no. I'll be like, y'all not going without me.
That's what I'm saying. That's not, exactly, man. Like I would be offended if they even tried to go. Would you even say like your girl paid half. Say like it's a baby mama situation where it's your baby mama, it's you. Y'all went half on it, and there's a little girl that you feel is really special about that's going on a trip with you guys, and then this shit happens. You don't get your passport on time. But she's like, "Fuck it, we going." Would you feel a certain way?
I would for sure feel a certain way. I don't know if I.
But y'all went half on it. You didn't pay for her shit or her daughters. Y'all went half.
Yeah, so I would be like, I don't know if I could stop him. You know, I would kind of want him to see him happy. Like, but then I'd be like, if they went without me, I'd be like, oh, you don't want to see me happy though.
Are you worried about them meeting her meeting someone down there and like a new baby daddy?
Out there for sure.
That's what I mean. That's gonna happen.
Of course,
you are there to enjoy an island. You gonna be at the bar every night. I'm telling you, you might just let it go. If she goes, dude, that's the end. To me, I think it's over.
Yeah, it's definitely the end.
I'm not even really feeling you after that. I'm sorry. It is like that hater shit. It is like you do check the weather. Okay, yeah, they gonna go, but shit, it's gonna be 70s. You know, shit like that. You hating on a trip that you paid money for. But I know anyway. I know my wife wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she told me she was like, shit, I guess we have to just refund it. You know, we get the insurance. If it don't come, I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. But yeah, I mean, that's the dilemma that we as Americans, I guess we as a world are going through, y'all. We're trying to open up and we get all this mixed information when it comes to this pandemic. You know, we know we're sick of it. We need new voices in America. We need new media outlets. You know, we're tired of the mainstream media just telling you what they want to tell you to steer you a certain way. I mean, you can see it as evidence. You know, you see some facets of America trying to open up. We're trying to open up these sports arenas. We're trying to open these restaurants. We're trying to build up these economies. We're trying to get things straight and ready to go for the next school year. And you think that we're going that direction, and you're trying to see a deadly variant SARS-2 virus coming soon, straight out of India. Beware. But then you're telling me right here, on the other hand, I don't have to wear a mask anymore. You know? That's an honor system. We're loose in so many areas, but then we're like, beware. And we're so strict in other areas as well. It's because of the confusion. It's because of the doubt and the fear. And it's cool. You know, I think that we should always err on the side of caution. And I see people wearing masks, you know, just in general. Some people say they could continue to wear a mask despite the mandate and the rule change, despite the lifting, you know, just in order to have a better, healthier overall state of mind and you know, around them. And I'm like, man, healthier state of mind, my ass, man, these fucking masks be putting bumps all over your damn face. That ain't no motherfucking, I'm getting acne out the ass. I'm a 40-year-old dude with acne. I'm Benjamin Button. So I got more battles. But and that's cool though. You know, like I said, I'm gonna give a shout out to Biden today. You know, for one or two reasons, and then I'm gonna say my premise of again why I'm fighting on the other side of things. But you know, for this next article, Biden says the U.S. will not enter lockdown despite COVID Delta variant threat. That's the next article we got there, Malik. So you know, President Biden warned that the Delta COVID variant is a serious and deadly threat for unvaccinated Americans. So, you know, I see two things. I see, you know, if you're not vaccinated, this is another article that kind of wants to push people who aren't vaccinated up against the wall, up against a corner to make them consider getting vaccinated, right? You know, this new Delta variant coming around. If you ain't got that shot, you better watch out. You know, you want to go see Bruce Springsteen, you better watch out. You want to travel to Jamaica, you may want to think about getting that vaccine. I don't know. And we really don't know. Look, before I get into this article, I looked it up just to see. Google, do you need a vaccine to fly? Here's a common question. Can I travel internationally during the COVID-19 pandemic if I'm fully vaccinated? It goes, fully vaccinated travelers, this is something different I'm reading. Fully vaccinated travelers are less likely to get and spread COVID-19. However, international travel poses additional risk, and even fully vaccinated travelers might be at increased risk for getting and possibly spreading some COVID-19 variants. So it doesn't answer the question. So then I go down some more. I'm like, damn, would you answer the question? Do I need to be vaccinated? Can unvaccinated people travel? Question. What is the guidance on traveling with unvaccinated people? The CDC advises people against travel unless they have been vaccinated. If you must travel, the agency recommends testing 1 to 3 days before the trip and following all coronavirus guidance at your destination. Okay, so that's the answer right there, right? You gotta get tested. But see, they say they recommend you get tested 1 to 3 days before. And then also it says it advises people against travel unless you've been vaccinated. Okay, you advise us that. But if I walk up to the airport and I'm not vaccinated, I have not been tested, can I get on the plane? My man Malik said no if you're going to Hawaii.
Yeah, Hawaii, you gotta have you don't gotta get vaccinated, but you gotta 3 days before you gotta get tested, and you gotta test negative, or they will not let you on the plane at all.
Okay, so that's for the set. So it's, I guess, by state basis or country by country basis. But nothing's really definitive. You know what I mean? Now I do know that if you back last year, like if you went out of town to like another state, you had to, like, when you came back home, you got to like sit on your couch for like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I gladly will sit on the couch for 2 weeks when I get back from Jamaica if I ain't got to take no vaccine or anything like that. But yeah, I'm getting to the point now, like, I don't know. So like it's like they're putting you up against a wall, up against a corner where you have to make a decision. You know, like, and every answer is very like obscured and very like, we advise you, we recommend, but it's not like, hey, look, motherfucker, if you show up at my airport, we're turning your ass around. You better have a piece of paper with you or some kind of blue ribbon on your chest. None of that, you know? So I guess in order to be safe, be safe and sorry, and then I guess you have to go get you a shot and then take the risk of what happens in the future if you grow like a fucking third horn out your forehead. So that's what we are. And then, like I said, think about the kids, man. When it comes to your kid, eventually you got to make that decision. You know, it's like, Lord Jesus, let me focus. So yeah, I'm all over the place right now with COVID, and I'm tracking the USPS system to see when my passport's coming through. I'm trying to open up, you guys. I'm trying to get some rest and some R&R, much needed. Rough year, but we'll see if the federal government can hold true, can truly open up and help me get this processed. If we can, get some more clarity on these vaccines and what to take, what not to take, and the procedures on how to travel, how to live life. Now, we're all over the place, man, in this country. And here at the Must Witness, I'm here to be a new voice to you, bring some kind of objectivity, some more entertainment, some more value to the news you receive on a day-to-day basis. I know you're tired of hearing them Don Lemons. I know you're tired of hearing them Cuomos on the TV, dry as hell. Them Lester Holtz. Old ass broadcasters lying to you all day. Shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I might bullshit you. I may be a little late, but I'm for the American people, y'all. I'm for y'all, okay? Emotional Witness Live, the field show, what the fuck I look like. Hit that like, subscribe button. Catch me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Once we finally get this shit going, website's coming soon. The website is truly here. I'm telling you, man, that very first subscriber's gotta be laughing his ass off, man, because I've been saying this shit since like November, But it's all about growth. It's all about doing something that's never been done before, right? I've never done a show like this before. I've never done a podcast before. Trying to spit my truth to you. And in particular, like I said, I'm all over the place, like I said, but the whole purpose and the whole meaning of this show, and again, like I said, the real launch will be on the 4th, the real special on the 4th. It's to, like I said, make politics and news and current events entertaining for you to consume and understand and digest and be a part of and participate, but also to dig into the past, correct some of the wrongs or address some of the concerns that we should have dating back to 2016. Okay, now if you're into politics and you're into current events, you're into things that's going on in the world, and when you look at it and you watch it in terms of how it affects you and your family, this is the show for you. If you're real with yourself and what's going on around you and your objective, this is the show for you. 2016, there was a lot of interference in the election. There's a lot of corrupt things going on, a lot of deception when it came to what you hold dear, which is the right of free speech and the media information that you receive. We watched and witnessed a lot of deception, a lot of corruption, a lot of misinformation, misguiding you to make a decision that you probably thought was of value. that had some real purpose behind it. But maybe you were led astray. Maybe you were duped, and maybe you woke up in 2016 thinking that Hillary Clinton was going to be your president, and maybe you woke up in 2020 thinking Donald Trump was going to be reelected. Either way, no matter what side of the aisle you were on, during those times, there was a bigger entity, there's a bigger someone in the background manipulating and changing things in a manner in which is very questionable. And I know we have election laws, and I know that they can be slanted. I know politics can be a dirty game, and we can play on people's heartstrings, you know, and almost damn near slander someone legally and get away with it. And various lawsuits and various tricks and things like that. But when you mess with the Constitution, when you mess with freedom of speech, and when you mess with people's right to vote, when you mess with people's right to bear arms, their right to protest, that's when collectively as a society we all got to come together and question and push back. Because not every politician, not every leader is on your side. Not everybody is for you. They have their own personal agenda sometimes. Money and power, greed is hard. You know, people say some people run for office thinking they're gonna do good, but they get in there, they get manipulated, and they get corrupted very easily. It can happen, and it always does. You know, and we've seen that over the past 5 years. We've seen on a grander scale. You know, there's no way should we turn on the news and be confused on what we're hearing. Are we hearing opinionated news or this fact? You know, this debate. Why is it like why are four out of the five panelists all on the same team? And there's one guy getting battled and getting beat down on his views. You know, you watch some of these shows, you're like, I agree with them. Shit, I don't want to get beat down. That's my point too. I know I'm talking in generalities, but we will get into these topics in more detail. We will get into the investigating of the investigators. You know, the John Durham report, the FBI surveillance on the Trump administration. We will go back in time and review those things. We will try to stay abreast on what's going on with the Ukraine corruption and what's going on with, you know, any kind of China corruption, and see how we can bring that forward to what's going on today in regards to policy. You know, President Biden had a summit in Geneva this past week. Some of the media are touting it as a success, and some people aren't. And we're digging into that on Monday as well. How does that bode well for our society and our economy? You know, our economy looks very, very strong right now. The dollar is very strong, actually. You know, and it's a great season to be so. You know, a lot of things, like I said, we're opening up in a lot of restaurants and a lot of things, a lot of commerce. You know, at the same time, though, we have like this whole cryptocurrency dynamic, and how does that affect our dollar? And we've seen a lot of federal maneuvering, financial institutions trying to maneuver and pass various laws and make various statements regarding cryptocurrency. And we're going to see more headwinds on that as Biden visits with financial advisors this coming week as well. We'll talk about that here at the Most Witness Show, the Phil Show. What the fuck I look like? Hit that like, subscribe button. You can go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Website is in development. You'll see a lot of new editorials on there. You'll see articles and headlines from various news sources. We have opinion polls out there, and we're just starting to grow and develop, and that website will be your essential hub for all information that you don't really see on a day-to-day basis, you know. So like I said, I want to thank you for taking a moment to spend time with me on this Freestyle Saturday. Now, this is normally going to be a Freestyle Friday to get you going into the weekend. And as we mold this show, as we develop, we all become witnesses. We'll all go together. So hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Continue to join me. Continue to join the cause. Let's be a new voice. Let's be more informed. Let's hold these politicians accountable, these social icons accountable. I'll see you guys on Monday. I want you to enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Emos to Witness, and I'm out.